Hello guys, and welcome to my video. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing this look right here. It is the look that I was wearing in my favorites video that a lot of you guys requested, but I did also make it a little bit more glam. I added some glitter, I changed the lip color, so it's the same look but a little bit different. Kind of hit two birds, one stone. I wanted to do a holiday look for you guys, and I wanted to make sure it was easy, and you guys really liked the look I was wearing in my favorites video, so I just transformed it a little bit to be more glam. So if you guys are interested in the tutorial for this makeup look, go ahead and keep watching and we'll get started. Alrighty guys, so let's get started. As you guys can see, I already have my brows in, as I usually do. Today I did use a different product. I haven't tried this before until today, and that's the Anastasia Beverly Hills DIPBROW pomade, and I did medium brown. And then I also went in with the Brow Wiz from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the color Ebony. So I'm gonna move on now to the eye look itself, and then I'll do foundation later. So I'm gonna get into my Master Palette by Mario. First color that I'm gonna get into is this color right here, and this is the color Isabel. I'm going to use my tapered blending E40 brush from Sigma to just take this color above the crease and into the crease as my transition shade. And I'm just going to flick that color out here at the end just to give it more of a V shape. For my next shade, I'm going to take the color Violetta, which is just a nice brown shade here. And I'm going to get into my diffused crease E38 brush from Sigma. I'm just going to take this into the crease as well as the V shape. When I take a color into my crease, I like to point the brush down and really tilt my head back so that I can find the crease, and then once it's in there, I like to look forward to make sure that that color only stays in the crease area. Alright, so next I'm going to go in with my blending E25 brush from Sigma. I love this brush. This is my favorite blending brush. And I'm going to get into the color NYC. I'm going to take that on the brush and just diffuse that into the outer V. Also taking that color here into the inner crease just to get that defined crease going. Taking a clean blending brush, this is the E35 from Sigma, I'm just going to make sure everything is blended together. And finally, I'm going to get into the lid shade, and that is the color Fifth Avenue. And for this shade color, I just like to apply it with my finger. So I'm going to take my ring finger and just apply it to the first 2/3 of the eye. And then I like to tap it in where the outer V meets the gold color and just sort of blend it. Next, I'm going to get back into that E25 brush, and I'm just going to blend the two colors together here with whatever is left on the brush. Next, I'm going to get into liner. I'm going to get into my NYC liquid eyeliner. So I'm going to clean up my eyeliner once I get to concealer. This one's a little bit too thick at the bottom, so I'm going to work on that once I get to concealer. This is the look that I was wearing in my favorites video if you requested that, but I do want to take it a little bit further. So I'm going to get into my Tartelette palette for this because the master palette doesn't actually have a black shade. I'm going to get into a dark brown, and this is the color Activist from the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I don't want to take the black, I don't want it to be all the way black, but I do want to add some more definition out here into the crease. So I'm going to take my small tapered blending E45 brush, and I'm just going to take that right here where the wing connects with the crease. And just darken that up. And next, I'm going to take this Revlon Photoready Eye Art. So I'm going to add this just on top where the yellow gold color is, just to give this more of a glam look. So my camera isn't really good at picking up close stuff, but as you guys can see, that is the difference between this side, which just has the gold shadow, and this side, which has the glitter. So the glitter just gives it some more glam. It does feel like it's still wet, so just so that you don't get glitter at the top of your eye, and just so that it doesn't transfer, just be sure to keep your eyes looking down if you do use this glitter. Alright, so for the most part, the glitter feels dry, but I am going to try to keep my eyes down. I'm just going to move on to foundation. So I did already go in with a primer. I used the Nivea Men Post Shave After Balm, but I do like to put that in a while before I do my foundation, just to make sure it's really in there before I start foundation. For today's foundation, I'm going to take my True Match in W6, and I'm going to blend that in using my flat Kabuki F80 brush from Sigma. So I'm going to take some on the back of my hand and then just blend it in with my Kabuki brush. When I do my foundation, I tend to avoid areas where I know I'm going to put concealer. So next I'm going to go in with my Instant Age Rewind Concealer in medium. And I'm going to take this to highlight as well. So first I want to go in and make sure I clean up these wings. So I'm going to take the concealer out here. Because this concealer kind of dries pretty quickly, I'm going to do it by steps. So I'm going to take my F70 brush from Sigma. I definitely might have taken way too much concealer, but it's too late now. Just gotta go with it. Going back into the Kabuki brush that I use for foundation, I'm just going to make sure that is all blended together with the foundation seamlessly. So I'm just going to tap everything in. Next, I'm going to get into my Spotlight Duster F37 brush and my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I am going to bake under the eyes and down the nose. And I did talk about this brush during my favorites video. I really like it to apply the bake under the eyes because of the shape. I like to take the majority of the powder up the sides of my nose because I find that that really helps me. I'm getting this all in my hair. I find that that really helps me with my nose contour. So while I wait for that bake to set, I do like to move on and do my nose contour just so that I can get right in between the powder. So I'm going to take my medium angled shading E70 brush. Also talked about this in my favorites video. And I'm going to get into this color right here from the e.l.f. bronzer palette. Alright, so I dusted away the powder using that same F37 Spotlight Duster brush. Now we're gonna move on and finish up the rest of the eyes. Just very quickly, I'm gonna do the bottom lash line before I put on my false lashes. I'm just gonna take a black kohl eyeliner and I'm going to take this just into the outer corner. Next, I'm going to take my short shader E20 brush from Sigma, and I'm going to apply that same purple NYC color that I applied into the outer V, just underneath where I put the eyeliner, just to give the eye definition here in the outer corner. And next I'm going to get into my pencil E30 brush, and using the same orange color that I used for my transition shade, I'm just going to blend that out and go into my inner part of the bottom lash line as well. I'm going to take some of the gold liner and just place it on the lower lash line pretty much where I placed it at the top. So I'm just going to place it in the beginning and connect it to the dark liner that I used. And for my final step, I'm going to get into my shader inner corner E46 brush from Sigma. I'm going to take Fifth Avenue, which was the color that I had originally put on the lid, and I'm just going to place this into the inner corner highlight. For lashes today, since I want the glitter to stand out, I don't want lashes that are too volumized, so I'm gonna get into my Kiss lashes, and this is in the style Ritzy. Alright, so I have the lashes on. These lashes are honestly so natural looking. They pretty much look like your natural lashes, so if you're not a fan of lashes, I would definitely recommend these. They're Ritzy from Kiss. They add some extra like oomph, but they're super natural looking, and the band it's super thin, so if you want to wear just the lashes, they're perfect for that. So next I want to add some color into my face. I'm going to move on to contour. So I'm going to get into my soft angled contour brush F23 and my Smashbox kit, and I'm going to get into this dark shade here, and I'm just going to contour my face. I did talk about this brush in my favorites video, so I'm excited to show you guys how I use it. Alright, so for blush today, I want to get into a new product that I have been wanting for so long, and I finally got it. This is the Becca collaboration with Jaclyn Hill, and this is the split. It's the Champagne Pop highlight, and then on the other side it's the color Flower Child, which is one of Becca's blushes. Using my powder blush F10 brush, I'm gonna get into the Flower Child color. With the blush color in, I do want to go back in and just get the contour back in there because I feel like blush kind of wipes it away a little bit. So I'm going to get into my F5 small contour brush from Sigma. For highlight, I'm going to get into my tapered highlight F35 brush and the Champagne Pop side of that duo. So next I'm going to go in with my Mario Badescu facial spray, and I'm just going to spray that. And then right before that dries, I'm going to apply my highlight once more just to make sure it really pops. So I'm going to use the lip pencil in the color Wine from Rimmel. And I'm going to do this off camera because my camera is dying. So I will be right back. And for the lipstick shade itself, I'm going to take the color Diva from MAC. This is a matte lipstick and it's a really nice burgundy red sort of color. Alright guys, so with that lip color in, we are officially done with this holiday glam tutorial. I hope that you guys like this makeup look. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. And let me know in the comments down below if you like this makeup look, what kind of videos you want to see, anything like that. Comment down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.